Hello, you are watching Shalom World News. I'm Rory McLennan coming to you from Glasgow, Scotland. Here are the latest headlines from around the world. The Holy Father Pope Francis has exhorted Canadian believers to look to the Blessed Mother and other women of Easter morning as they showed the disciples the truth of Christ's resurrection. He made this exhortation during the homily during Holy Mass in the famous Basilica of St Anne de Beaupré on Thursday, July the 28th. The pontiff said the tender maternal love of so many women can accompany the Church toward new and fruitful times. He told the congregation that if they place Jesus at the centre of their lives and faith, then they can be instruments of reconciliation and peace within society. Hundreds thronged the historic basilica to attend the papal mass. The health condition of the Pope forced him to just preside over the liturgy, while the Mass itself was offered by Primate of Canada, Cardinal Gerald Lacroix of Quebec. Tomorrow, the Pope will have a meeting with residential school survivors in Violate and a community event with Inuit leaders before flying back to Rome in the evening. Pope Francis lamented that secularization has vastly affected contemporary people's lifestyle and relegated God to the background. He deplored the scenario while preaching the homily during Vespers in Notre Dame Cathedral of Quebec on Thursday, July the 28th. Hundreds of prelates, priests, consecrated women, seminarians and pastoral workers were present for the service, which was conducted in French, English and Latin. The pontiff said that secularization threatens the joy of faith and thus risks diminishing it and compromising our lives as Christians. The Pope also reminded everyone present not to fall prey to pessimism or resentment or vain nostalgia. He also exhorted pastors to tend the flock entrusted to their care by the Lord willingly and with generosity. The Pope also used the occasion to once again seek forgiveness of all victims of clerical sexual abuse. French Sister Yvonne Reungoat, who is a member of the Dicastery for bishops, has said that although a perfect bishop does not exist, he should be one who listens to everyone. Sister Reungoat, who was appointed by Pope Francis earlier this month, told a Spanish publication that an ideal shepherd should be one who is close to the people entrusted to him. She also said that he should be a person who knows how to involve priests, laity, religious and people of different generations. She added that there may be difficulty in accepting the responsibility of being a bishop, and that is why he must have the ability to listen to those who have the same ideas and those who protest. It was for the first time in the history of the Dicastery for bishops that the Pope chose two women for it. They are tasked with helping him choose prelates for Latin Rite dioceses outside the Church's mission territories. The Catholic bishops of the United States have condemned the proposed Affordable Care Act changes announced by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. The proposed revisions would compel medical professionals to cover the procedures to conduct gender transition surgeries and mandate that health insurance companies provide cover as well. The prelates also raised concern about the HHS regulation that may consider requiring the use of elective abortions. In a statement, the prelates said, "Sadly, Monday's proposed regulations threaten Catholic healthcare ministries' ability to carry out healing ministries and others to practice medicine. They allege that it is a violation of religious freedom and bad medicine." The Missionaries of Charity congregation is contemplating the possibility of opening a new mission in the Diocese of Tilarán, Liberia, in Costa Rica. This comes in the wake of Bishop Manuel Eugenio Salazar Mora welcoming nuns of the congregation who were expelled from neighbouring Nicaragua. It was the bishop himself who suggested that the nuns establish a foundation in Canas. He has said that discussions have already been carried out, but the contract has not yet materialised. Bishop Mora said the process is now in the hands of the Superior General of the congregation, founded by St Teresa of Calcutta. She has to evaluate the proposal, and if it is approved, then other legal hurdles have to be overcome to establish a new house of the order. If a new house is established there, then the nuns will engage in helping the poor families of the parish and assist the vicar in teaching catechism and other pastoral duties. A Catholic cathedral in France was vandalised on Tuesday, July the 26th. Reports say that an American man in his 30s was arrested by police for vandalising the Notre-Dame Cathedral in Boulogne-sur-Mer in the port city of Pas-de-Calais. Mayor Frédéric Couvillier said on Facebook that a man who entered the enclosure damaged the furniture and the statuary works. Bishop Olivier Leborn of Arras said in a statement that neither the altar nor the tabernacle and the sacred species were damaged in the attack. He also said that the sacred relics in the church were also spared in the attack. Public prosecutor Patrick Leloup said that the mental condition of the 31-year-old American suspect raises questions. In the quake-hit northern Philippines, a Catholic archdiocese has appealed for help. On July the 27th, an earthquake measuring 7 on the Richter scale rocked northeastern Luzon, killing at least 4 and injuring several people. The tremors also damaged several historical churches and buildings belonging to the Archdiocese of Tuguegarao. In a statement, the Archdiocese said that the damaged churches need to be rebuilt as they symbolize the history and tradition of the people. The statement reads, "We appeal for aid to help us rebuild them, especially our hospital infrastructure and equipment." Father Aquino, who serves in the Archdiocese, said on Facebook that the tremors also damaged the belfry of the Narvacan Church in Vigan Ilocos Sur, built by the Augustinians in 1587. In the latest incident of violence in Nigeria, reported Islamist militants have abducted 36 Christians from a village in Kaduna State. This took place on Monday, July the 25th, when armed men attacked the village and broke into the victims' houses. In a separate incident in Nigeria's northwest Sokoto state, a Catholic believer was abducted at gunpoint. The communications director for the Sokoto diocese decried the kidnapping and urged the faithful to pray for his safe return. These kidnappings come a week after the abduction of 2 Catholic priests in Kaduna State. While one priest escaped the abductors, the other was killed. The security situation in Nigeria is spiraling out of control, with abduction and killing of priests, religious and civilians becoming the order of the day. In the ongoing spate of attacks in the African nation of Mali, at least 17 people, including 15 soldiers and civilians, were killed by Islamist militants. According to a statement issued by the army, militants targeted 3 military bases in coordinated attacks. They attacked a military base at Sonkolo, a rural commune in the south-central Segu area, leaving 6 soldiers dead and 25 injured. The army reported that 9 soldiers and 3 civilians were killed during an early morning assault on a camp in the southwest town of Kalumba. Following these incidents, the militants also attacked another military base in the town of Mopti, but no injuries were reported. The latest attacks occurred days after a suicide attack injured 6 people, including a soldier, and killed another soldier. Insurgents with ties to Al-Qaeda and the Islamic State frequently raid locations throughout Mali, wreaking havoc on troops and civilians alike. An Australian parliamentarian has denounced the ongoing oppression of Christians in the country. Bob Katter vehemently opposed the bid to ban morning prayer in Parliament. While addressing the media holding a Bible, Mr. Katter stated that the book has been the heartland of religious belief. He further cited the persecutions faced by the Christian faithful in the country. His press meeting came after the Australian Senate chief suggested banning the Lord's Prayer in Parliament. Senate President Sue Lines stated that being an atheist, she wishes that the Lord's Prayer be no longer recited before the beginning of each session. Since 1901, the Lord's Prayer has been the opening prayer in the House of Representatives and the Senate. And those are your latest headlines. Do join us again tomorrow for more. And remember, you can also visit swnews.org for more updates. Shalom.